for me as her body once did. Oh, all five horizons revolved around her soul, as the earth to the sun. Now the air I tasted and breathed has taken a turn. Oh, and all I taught her was everything. Oh, I know she gave me all that she wore, and now my bitter hands chafe beneath the clouds of what was everything. All the pictures had all been washed in black, tattooed everything. I take a walk outside, I'm surrounded by some kids at play. I can feel their laughter, so why do I see? Ooh, and twisted thoughts that spin round my head. I'm spinning, oh, I'm spinning. How quick the sun can drop away. And now my bitter hands cradle broken glass of what was everything. All the pictures have all been washed in black, tattooed everything. All the love gone bad, turned my world to black, tattooed all I see, all that I am, all I'll be. Yeah. Oh. I know someday you'll have a beautiful life.
And we are live. Go ahead and talk a second, Dave. Make sure I got the right audio.
We all good?
Yeah, I think so.
Okay.
No, it's everything got screwed up because the power went off. I was setting up last night, and I didn't realize it actually messed up a couple settings. So that was fun. It's a learning experience every day, especially when you have power outages. Hope everybody's doing well. Yeah, I mean, obviously this isn't the usual stream time. This should have been last night, but the powers that be said no. But I still wanted to mix up a grapefruit mix because grapefruit is one of those ones that some people shy away from. You can get a cat pee smell from some grapefruits, but there are a lot of good ones out there now. You don't have to go that route. It's definitely some good grapefruit flavorings out there. And how are you doing today, Dave?
I'm doing good. Like I said, I have family in from out of town, so I spent a lot of time the last couple of weeks with them. So I haven't been able to catch a lot of streams, and you know how it goes. So, but here I am.
And yeah, unusual time, so we might see some people we haven't seen in a while. We might see some people we haven't. Good to see Breno in chat. Jonathan Shepard, good to see you. Lady Liberty, and Dave Lloyd's in chat. Oh man, that guy's always here. He's like awesome. No. And we were just talking before the show about the Kinder Bar Challenge. I mean, Dave is talking about what he's done with his and different things. It's still up. I'm not going to end it until the end of August is when we'll end it. It might be by the time I get all the steeping done, testing done, making sure I pick up all the let's say, fringe flavors that aren't easily picked up. Will take a little while to ship, some of them from the UK. So probably realistically, this would be like a Christmas time like vape for Nick Green to try. But by the time he actually gets his, because we got to do all the steeping to test them all out. And we got to make sure there's good steepers for that reason, because of the fact that shake and vape won't work because it might be a little while before he gets a chance to try them. So we got to make sure that they steep out to a good Kinder Bar, which is, hey, they're all going to be tasty. I haven't seen one recipe yet that I looked at and said, I don't even want to try that. I haven't seen one. So this is looking like it's going to be a real fun challenge. And while we're at the beginning of the show, I will mention Tuesday we're going to do sodas and creams. It can be soda-based mixes. It can be cream-based mixes. But it's also the release date for the cream soda by Swaggy, so it falls into both categories. So we're going to do sodas and creams. That way that gives us more variety for our mixing and what we want to do for that day. If you want to play along, hashtag AAFL. And if you don't, you can mix anything you want and still hashtag it. We'll still bring it up, because if you got a mix you're really proud of, why not? Like Dave said, he's a little bit. Dave says
Sorry.
Dave said he is a little behind anyway, so I think a couple of the recipes he's going to go over today too are going to be like probably not like from this grapefruit mixes, I'm guessing.
Well, I put together a grapefruit today. I haven't tested it yet. I'm not sure. It looks okay to me, but you know, I'm a hack, so we'll see how that goes.
It's all practice. You just get to the point where your flavors, you can kind of think them in your head and almost like it's weird. You're like visually tasting them somehow. It's almost like you're trying to visualize it, but it's the taste.
Right.
At least that's what I do. I kind of break them apart, and that's why you'll see me do the look away thing. And I'm trying to think, what is that flavor? Is that flavor going to meld with that flavor? And I'm thinking like using my tongue when I'm not using my tongue. It's weird, but it actually is a way that the single flavor testing from Noted has helped a great deal with that, with new flavors. And I got the Rolodex keeps getting wider, so I'll sit there for a while, and I try not to go like completely quiet on stream, but if I'm actually off stream, I'll sit there and Lady Liberty will be talking to me, and I'll just go silent for a while I'm trying to figure out a mix in my head, and I have no idea what she said for who knows how long.
Well,
good to see you, Tim.
I've been trying to get out of my wheelhouse, to get away from everything that I would vape every day and try new things, and so that's what I'm pursuing. So because I'm a dessert guy and primarily pound cake and the related, so I'm trying to get into like tropical, into like grapefruit or pineapple, etc. And some of it's pretty good. I made a banana coconut cream custard that's really good. I was really surprised.
That sounds really good, actually. Oh, so you did get. I see you got one in for today too. Nice. Rocky Tooney's got one in here too. I haven't seen Rocky in chat yet. Paul, good to see you, Canadian Vapor. Yeah, Rocky's has got a flavoring I don't know. I have to try and source in order to try it, but it's called Tickle Me Pink. Just the name of the flavoring makes me interested in this mix. Just the name of it. It's funny how little things like that, and then it becomes a rabbit hole because you'll chop down that one flavor. Next thing you know, you're hopping down 5 others. And we do have some more invites out there, but yes, this wasn't a normal stream time, so no one was prepared for it ahead of time. Happy birthday tomorrow to Adam Pilarczyk. That's his music on the way in. Yesterday he had a birthday party at his house, so he had he may even be still sleeping. I'm not sure. So we'll see. Anyhow, he had a good time last night, and tomorrow's his official birthday. Happy birthday to my brother Zach. Today's his birthday. Happy birthday to Ian Thomas. Yesterday was his birthday. So, yeah. I don't know about you, but I kind of love celebrating the birthdays around. But my birthday present to you is I won't sing because that's mean. Singing to you would be a mean thing. I don't have a Nick Green voice. I can't actually pull it off. Let's see. Recipes, let's check these. See if it's anything in all the flavors. I do appreciate everyone mixing along on putting stuff on all the flavors. Like, I did see that Bob has one on here. Wait a minute, is this from this week or is that from last week? But Bob's got them on here, and Tim B's got some on here. You know, these will come in handy. And so you're going to see some of these popping up on possibly tomorrow, some of the ones you guys have mixed recently. Because we are having the flavor of the quarter. I mean, not flavor of the quarter, recipe week this week. So some of the ones here that I can make are definitely going to be on this and mentioned. That's the reason I've been trying to keep on theme occasionally for the noted, is because we got all these old ones that keep getting recycled over and over when I redo the same flavor profiles. And I would like to see some fresh recipes with some new mixes, new flavorings mixed in with them, so we're not like just going over the same thing over and over again. You don't learn anything if you keep practicing the same thing. You just learn how to do something really well. That said, Dave, we're going to start with yours. I'm going to share it. So let me get this up here for you. And yeah, go ahead and go over your mix.
Okay, just give me a sec.
No worries. That gives him a chance to read it and look it
Okay,
over.
there it is. I'm going to read it off my phone. I can't see the TV too great. Okay, I've got Lauren Lemonade at 5%, VSO Mint at 0.25%. Now, I put the mint in because I thought it would be refreshing. We'll see. I have to mix this up. Like I said before, I was kind of behind. VSO Pink Grapefruit at 1.2 and Sweet Southern Tea at 7.5. Now, this kind of is an Arnold Palmer, kind of, but we'll see how it works out. I'm going to probably mix it tonight. I have to run out to the family and stuff in a bit.
I don't see why that won't work really well. It looks pretty tasty. You got a nice lemonade in there. You got a nice tea in there. VSO Mint is the... I'm still been looking for another mint that I can compare it to. There's a couple out there that are close, but his is the most, like... We just froze. Hopefully we didn't freeze your stream. Something is definitely going on. Is my internet acting up?
You didn't freeze for me.
Oh, well... My video is frozen, so I don't know if it's frozen on... Well, it wouldn't matter to you guys on screen anyway, if you can still hear me. I'll have to fix that before it goes. Wait until it fixes or restart Zoom. I'm not sure. But anyhow, is what we got here is that's really nice, even mix. Pink grapefruit from VSO. Nice drink mix grapefruit. So I love about his. It worked really well for it. And then, yeah, we're going to go over Rocky Toonies. Rocky Toonies here. Pretty in Pink. Tickle my girlfriend. Hashtag AFL. Pink grapefruit VSO at 3.5%. Ironically, the same grapefruit. Pink guava from Flavora at 0.5. Nice combo. Super sweet from Cap at 1. And I'm not sure what this is. This Tickle Me Pink from Chef's Vapor. I'm going to read what he says down below. And then we're going to read about this Tickle Me Pink flavor because I just love the name. Oh, nice. Oh, I like this. Mixing for Advocate for Liberty show, another Man in Mexico, episode 19. Flavor of the week is grapefruit. And then we got, yeah, that's the guava and the grapefruit pictured together. Now let's see what about. I want to see some notes on this. Usually Rocky has some really killer notes, so I was looking for them. But let's see. It's a sweet blend of guava, berries, and apple. Oh, nice. Okay, if that's what it's saying for all of them, let's go down a little bit. Guava, berries, and apple. Okay, so that would be a perfect, like, a little splash of flavor in that. I like that. Sounds delicious. I still got to throw mine together because I just jumped off Frank's show and then went out and picked some berries, which I wasn't planning on doing. So, get back to us, and it does look like we're working fine now. There. Rocky, that looks good. Where did you source that? Oh, it's Chef Flavors. Okay, that's what I was going to say. From Chefs. I was wondering where you might be able to get that. I do need to make an order from Chefs anyway, so that I could pick that up too. It sounds like a nice one. Rocky, your opinion, is it worth picking up that flavor? I know you used it in a recipe, but that doesn't always mean it's something you're familiar with that you really like. It could be one of those flavors that you just are trying out because you hadn't used it in a while and want to see how it works. Is it worth picking up? Because I will add it to my cart. I need to pick up extra stuff anyway to make it worth it. Well, yes, Bill, technically I did. Technically. Frank and I just got out of Zoom. Okay. Interesting, Rocky. See, I never ordered from Chefs back then. Yep. Look, we have the chair here, so now it's an official meeting. We have an official show. We didn't have one before because we didn't have the chair here to, keep everything in order.
Keep everything vanilla.
Yeah, keep everything vanilla now. The chair's here. It can go a little nuts, but you got to be vanilla about it. Actually, that's a curiosity. I know Bill actually is. He has his profiles he likes. I'm wondering because he likes some things. We'll ask him in chat. Is here. How does Bill feel about grapefruit? Is this like within his profile range of something he'd try, or is this something he's like, no, not for me, like his lemons? But yeah, let's create this recipe. I was going to do a drink mix. And I'm trying to remember which one. I think I lost it. I know I just made the one for Frank's show with the pineapple. That actually, yum. Let's see. Let's try and remember what I was going to make. But I'm going to make a cocktail of some sort. I kind of, since the pina colada thing the other day and the pool party thing. By the way, the pool party mixes for the midweek critique for next week, it's looking pretty good. You have till Tuesday to turn them in. If anyone's still, just hashtag MWC for midweek critique, or put it in the Discord. There's a place to put it in the Discord as well. But if you hashtag it, it'll show up on all the flavors or on ELR. And you can enter any, it doesn't have to be a drink, but something pool party themed. I mean, yeah, he jumped on the hashtag train, which we have the godfather of the hashtags as far as like most recently for hashtag recipes would go to Frank. We got to give Frank credit for that. He started it. But it is a great way to kind of interact. And, ooh. I don't have tequila. That won't work. Darn it. Let's say, have you ever had a Paloma? I think I've had one before. That looks really good. That won't work. I can't use milk and honey in it, otherwise I'd make it. I'm trying to figure this out. Sorry, guys. I'm trying to figure out a good one. Oh, that's a good one, but it's not very grapefruit juice forward. But it'll work. Okay, I'm going to make a... Oh, I guarantee Larry's made a better one, though. Oh, we got it. All right. So what do you say? I vape cheesecake. Yeah, but he won't eat cheesecake.
He's never eaten cheesecake.
That's a good, interesting thing, Bill, because with some of the naturally extracted ones, it could actually affect them. Technically, I'm a cholesterol meds too, but if they don't work, they don't work. I don't have bad cholesterol, so I've never had an issue. All right, so we're going to make this. I'm gonna misspell this.
While you're putting that together, it's also,
Yep.
I think, of note to mention that a lot of citruses perform well, I find, at lower wattage and on with certain setups.
Yep. Definitely. I have found that if you don't, especially in some tanks, if you're using an RTA, you gotta sometimes you gotta build if you really want it to shine. Like I had a problem with the Rebirth RTA,
Right.
and I was talking to Mike himself about it, and we were talking it through. I finally fixed the problem. I had to build a really really cool build in there because it was
Right.
burning off the fruit flavors, and I couldn't taste them, which wasn't really such a huge problem with most things. But this is like back with the blueberry lemon juice head, I
Right.
believe it was, and it was burning off. It wasn't tasting right in it, and I couldn't figure out why. And it was because I was running a warm build in it. When I did bakeries, it was great, but once I went to the other, it was terrible.
Yeah.
Now I'm pickier on my flavors, so that wouldn't even, that RTA doesn't even pull off flavor that well in comparison to others. UIRI, okay. And stop the dog from snoring at the same time. This is going to be yummy. I'm excited. You know, when you look at the flavors and you realize what you're mixing, and it's like, yeah, I can live with this. Ah. So I'll be checking again after this. The SO's has a pink grapefruit. Yeah, they do have a pink grapefruit. Yeah, I believe it's only the pink grapefruit. I think that's the only one. Um, that I know of. I think there's only one grapefruit, and it's pink grapefruit. We're probably going to go mostly VSO with this one, actually, because of what's in it. I do like that grapefruit. Yeah, that's it. That's all he's got is just the one pink grapefruit. And that is the pink grapefruit. Okay, probably use a different lime for the specific reason.
The
Yeah.
coconut banana cream I'm running in a mesh deck profile. Yummy, yummy, yummy.
Oh yeah, that's another thing. Profile or a mesh deck for fruits. Very very nice. Just obviously, there's always that dry hit factor that you got to worry about that can happen. That's the only downside. It's always roulette with that. Once in a while, you'll be just vaping along. You might have had that same setup in there for a week, and then just one time that cotton starts to collapse, and you get the dry hit from hell.
Oh, I'm a pro. I've never had. I can't remember a dry hit.
All right, so I'm thinking, yeah, this will work just fine. I think I'm ready. All right, so we're gonna save this, and I'll share this, guys. This is and then I'll mix this right up. This is gonna be tasty. I just know it off the top of my head. This is, if anyone hasn't picked up the new maraschino cherry, it's in here. I mean, there is did get another cherry. There's another cherry for the UK side that you can use. Another good one. And if you have it, you already know which one it is. I'm trying to remember. Is it the Flavor Art? I can't remember. There's another one that's pretty good, but the maraschino cherry is actually perfect in this mix.
Yeah, I meant to grab VSO cherry for my picnic ham on Frank's show, and I just slipped my mind totally because I think it would have gone well.
It would have. If you get a hold of the maraschino cherry, it's actually a little darker and more of that baked note
Okay.
to it, like that. You know, it leads toward that baked note feeling. They are different. I mean, it's interesting how cherries can be different. I got a couple new cherries I got to test. I'm kind of hoping turn out okay. I'm kind of scared of. So yeah, here it is. A Hemingway Daiquiri, light rum VTA at 2, lime wedge flavor at 0.2, maraschino cherry VSO at 1.5, pink grapefruit VSO at 1, and Super Sweet Pearl, I'm at 0.5. And the reason I went with Lime Wedge instead of Swaggies is that's more of a key lime like flavor, which I prefer in my drink mixes, versus Swaggies is a nice, really bright lime, and that might actually kind of overtake. And I wanted that cherry to shine a little bit more. It'll shine better through that. See, sometimes even though you like a certain flavor house and you like things in it, sometimes it's not always the perfect mix. That's something that it's hard for us because it's always easier to just grab everything off one shelf anyway. But it isn't always going to give you your best results. So I need to collect everything and make this, but I'm actually looking forward to it. The hardest one's going to be finding the Lime Wedge because that's not in alphabetical order. Yeah, that Lime Wedge feed was a surprise. I tried it one time because I didn't have any of the key limes. I bought the key limes, and I think the Lime Wedge still tastes more like a key lime than most of the key limes. So I have others that I use occasionally, but don't really like as much as the Flavora. It's right there. That's how often I use it. I knew where it was. That's scary. And the rest of it's all going to be Swaggy flavors. I got to find the cherry in here because that one hasn't went into the shelf rotation yet.
Oh, crap.
Check out my holy cannoli.
Apathy Miller had to spend $6K at Home Depot yesterday. Ugh.
Oh, yeah.
Well, I mean, if it's any consolation, Apathy, I had to spend $40K on my kitchen.
Oh, yep. All right, well, I'm gathering these flavors here. We'll go over this really quickly. The Holy Cannoli by Tim B., also known as Knowles. Holy Cannoli V1, hashtag AFL. This recipe is not originally created by this mixer. It was shared with good faith, but appropriate. Sure. Good old cannoli didn't steep it. I tasted it. Impressive first inhale. Just lovely. I think letting it steep longer than a week, it will definitely benefit this recipe. Bavarian Cream, Flavor West at 2.5. Biscuit from Cap at 1.25. Meringue from Cap at 1.25. Sugar Cookie Cap, someone knows this flavor, 3.75. Sweetener TPA at 0.75. Cap Vanilla Custard V2 at 2.25. And Yes Sweet Cheesecake in Awera at 1.75. Oh, I can see where this would be delicious.
Yeah, it looks good.
It does. It's got sugar cookie. That biscuit's going to bump that sugar cookie. The meringue's going to add a little creaminess with the Bavarian cream. And then you got vanilla custard and cheesecake combo. That's actually just going to be good. Yeah. That looks really, really good. I'd vape that.
What's a steep time? A week or so?
He said a steep longer than a week. It'll definitely benefit his recipe.
Yeah.
Thinking it's got Flavor West Bavarian Cream's going to take a little bit of a steep. Yes, Sweet Cheesecake. Yeah, I would say about a week to 10 days probably is about all you're going to need. And even then, like, it's probably good off the shake, especially if you're not sensitive to certain, like, steep notes. That actually looks really, really good. Now I can get back to this thing and mix this thing. Hemingway Daiquiri. This is going to be interesting. Okay, what was that? Now I'm looking at flavors and I lost my space. I'm looking for my cherry. Where are you, cherry?
Yeah, I'm definitely going to mix Tim B's recipe. That looks amazing.
That looks like something up your alley, too. I mean, you might raise that Cap Sugar Cookie, so I'm knowing you, but...
Oh, I think I'll keep, you want to do the recipe justice, When I'm doing it something for myself, then I crank everything, but for that, I'm going to keep it the same.
Well, you got to remember, you got that biscuit in there going to help it as well, so it's not going to be just, what you're used to having. I don't think I put it in there, did I?
I put that over-the-top sugar cookie into a Caliburn, and boy, oh boy, does it taste good.
Does it?
Yep.
Oh, yeah, well, yeah, you do have the advantage of that. There it is right there. Okay.
And I'm not a melt-to-lung vapor, but I I was surprised. It tastes really good.
Well, but you had it at a high enough percentage that it can carry through. That's the
Exactly.
advantage.
Exactly.
That's actually something that we don't realize is how you do have to bump your percentages. And like if you're used to commercial liquids in them, it's going to be completely different too. But you had that high enough that it's going to punch through like everything. There's the pink grapefruit.
Now talking about
And
it, I went and grabbed it. Oh yeah, it's beautiful. That's such a good flavor.
I went out and got mail while I was off stream, so I moved my flavorings, so I had to go grab them. Just got to find that light rum BPA.
Oh, I absolutely have to figure out a way to organize all my flavors.
I've actually thought about it, but it's going to cost me a small fortune, but I figured it out. I am going to have to get, like, similar to, have you seen what Sifu did on mixing it up, his new case he got? It's like a makeup casing.
Oh, yes, I did. Didn't Seafood do something like that too?
That's what I was talking about, Sifu. Sifu,
Oh, okay.
Sifu, yeah. Yeah, he, what he's got for cases, I got shelving underneath here, underneath the TV. And there's room in there, but I'm going to have to get cases to put them in so I can pull them in and out. Because otherwise I'm not bending over trying to look through there. But if I had those kind of cases like he did, I could stack them in there, put them in alphabetical order. I could just pull them out quick. Because it's getting to the point where, yeah. And it's only going to get worse with noted going on. As far as finding things.
With VSO, I don't have a problem. All the bottles are the same. They're all on the same shelf. I pull them out, no problem. But everything else, that's a big problem. Different size bottles, especially I ordered a lot of flavors from Dash Grapes. They're in 30 ml bottles, but they're like diameter of a cigar, so they're really tall. So it's a huge pain in the ass.
Yep. Yeah,
So
different flavor houses, different size bottles. Yeah. You got different caps on them too, which makes them even weirder. It helps you find them sometimes when you have different caps, but it can also be a nightmare at the same time.
But it'll take me probably, I want to say about 20 minutes to get the flavors out for any mix I do. So it's kind of annoying, to spend 20 minutes just to find the flavors.
Yep, kind of like right now, I just realized something. I don't think I put away the vodka. I bet it's in this box of stuff that hasn't been put away yet. See? It's always fun.
Well, I remember you speaking of that a few streams ago that you had to put stuff away, and I guess you didn't.
Oh, no. I got more in since.
Wow.
Yeah, with the noted thing, it's a constant battle. I think that Sam's got the advantage over the rest of us because he's been doing it for a little while, so he's got some of his stuff taken care of.
I don't know.
Trains, but it is a lot of... It's not in here. So what did I do with my vape train? That's a good question. Might be right here. If it is, it's one of the ones I had for a mix I was working on, but I didn't think I had that one out. But I might have. I did pull it out the other day, I think, because someone said they wanted the try the alcoholic version of one of the mixes, and that's the flavoring you add if you just want alcohol and you don't want to add anything else. All right, there it is. All right. Okay, so I can put this together. Let's see how this turned out. It should be really good. Hemingway Daiquiri. I've never actually had a real one, but looking at it, I would say I could definitely go for one. Other than the fact that this would probably be bad for diabetes. You got simple syrup in there to begin with too, but you got lime, which has sugars in it. You have pink grapefruit, which is high in sugars. You got maraschino cherry, which is usually it's almost a candied cherry. So, yeah, it's gonna be something.
$288 camera I bought yesterday and it's not working. Nice.
Oh, that stinks.
It worked on the stream, the AVS stream, but now it's not working. The light's on, but it doesn't work. Now I'm using the laptop camera.
So you did all that, and then yeah, that stinks. I might. Let me see, Tim, if I have everything for it after I'm done with this one. I might make that. Because not only for me, but there is a friend of mine that lives locally that I got into vaping right after I did, and his favorite still his favorite to this day is can only be mine, I believe it's called, is his favorite commercial liquid. Might be able to get him off the commercial liquid. It'd be nice.
I got my brother-in-law off of cigarettes, and he loves that frozen melon I made on one of the shows.
Oh yeah, the melon episode. Yep. That's the one where I tried that new. I tried playing. I can't remember if I used I think I used the hammy melon in that one.
Yeah.
That week. That was a good one. That's the one I made. Frictions melons, I think is what it was called. Melons for Friction or something like that, or Friction Loves Melons. Something like that. Alright, so about to see what this is going to do, and then kind of low in the amount, but it's also got Flavora in it, so that's typical. You add Flavora to it, one of the super concentrated Flavoras, and you throw the whole percentages out the window because it's going to look low. That's just kind of a gimme. Now, the only time you get in real trouble with that would be if you're used to Dave, that Shack Cap sugar cookie, and then you go, oh, Flavora came out with the sugar cookie. It's just as good. Oops, I mix it at 10%. Uh-oh.
I do have someone else's sugar cookie. Who is it?
Wonder Flavors, maybe?
Maybe.
Wonder Flavors has a decent sugar cookie. I prefer Cap as well myself. Cap sugar cookie is it really is that good.
I started buying Cap sugar cookie in 500 ml bottles.
Only 500?
I think a liter was $65 or something.
That's a deal. I can't even pick on you for that because I could sit down with some serious amount of Cap sugar cookie. If I didn't have so many different things going on all the time, that could be an ADV for me for a while. I know some of the first DIYs I ever tried had Cap sugar cookie in it too, and they were delicious. And I can guarantee you, Cap sugar cookies is one of my favorite. Still to this day, one of my favorite commercial liquids is 100% got Cap sugar cookie in it. No question about it. There. Then we'll check and see if I can make Tim B's or if I'm missing something.
I know it.
If I'm missing something, that doesn't mean I can't get it soon. Still got some more orders I got to make. I know I got a Nom Noms order coming up, so even if it's something I could get from BCF, if it's not going to cost extra for shipping, it's just as easy to get from Nom Noms if I already have to order in. So, trying to remember where I put my mouse because I moved it so I can mix, and not have to worry about getting covered. Let's see, cannoli be one. I cannot make it today. But I will be able to make it when my Bull City order that I ordered yesterday comes in. I don't have the Cap biscuit, but I have it coming. I had to because someone put it in one of the Kinder recipes.
Mm-hmm.
It's like, you couldn't just went with dinnerware like everyone else. You had to go with cap. Okay, fine. Yeah, it's gonna. This shaping up. I'm not kidding. I'm really getting excited about this because I see what's in there. I know what a lot of those flavorings taste like. I'm excited also to try some of the ones like Fitty loves it, and others love that dark chocolate from Medicine Flower. Gonna get a chance to try that. I haven't tried that. Oh damn, that's good. That's okay. So the Hemingway Daiquiri is a yes. Get off the shake. Definitely worth mixing. 100%. Looking at it, there's nothing in there needs to steep. This is a shake and vape. That light rum doesn't need a steep. Lime wedge doesn't need a steep. Maraschino cherry doesn't need a steep. Although it does change a little bit. It mellows out a little. So you'll get a little less of that cherry forward, but the cherry's there, but it's not like forward. But it does have that cherry note, which is what it's supposed to do. And if that fades a little, it'll be okay. If it fades too much, it might have to be bumped. Pink Grapefruit VSO, that doesn't need a steep either. So this is good off the shake. It might change a little with the steep, but it's not going to change a lot. I'm kind of glad he dropped that maraschino cherry because I wasn't expecting that. I've tried using his cherry in mixes before, and are you looking for that darker cherry, and it doesn't. His is so bright, it doesn't always work. I tried adding brown sugar to it, and it helps some, but it still doesn't darken enough. The maraschino cherry with the brown sugar, great way to add it to a bakery. Do you have brown sugar in that that bacon recipe of yours?
No, I don't. Now that you're talking about it, I'm kicking myself more because that would have really helped out.
Well,
That really would have helped
if
out.
you don't really necessarily want to bring forward the brown sugar note, but it will bump some of your maple note, you don't want to take over, add 0.5% of brown sugar, and if you can get a hold of the maraschino cherry or the cherry, it'll darken up that cherry, and it'll also add a little sweetness to that maple, but not take over.
Yeah, I'm gonna rework the recipe and do that. Cause I didn't make a lot. I made maybe 20 ml.
And I gotta give Swaggy credit for that because he, with my Spanish rice, I was trying to figure out how to make it taste more cooked, and that was his suggestion. To
Okay.
add that 0.5% of brown sugar, and it works. But you already get a kind of a little cooked note anyway from that bacon because it has that nice smoky note, and it's not overpowering like most of them. Medicine flower, yep, medicine flowers. Some of it's gonna be coming very, very soon. Rocky, you're getting it.
Yeah,
ELR is a banging dark. Okay, there's another ELR one here. I can check it out. Um, let's see. You gotta look up Rocky. Let's see what Rocky's talking about. Yeah.
Ava,
Looking for the chocolate.
big fatty.
See?
You're a big fatty.
The kitty.
You're a big fatty.
The kitty.
Yep, the big fat one. She comes like a dog. Hey, big fatty.
That's the hard part, Rocky. Skip all the milk and honey ones. That's like all of them. You need to put a little disclaimer next to ones with the milk and honey in them so we can do that. Which one was it called? Is it Mowgli maybe do it? Let's see. What do you say up here? Yeah, it is Mowgli. I see it right there. Mowgli made me do it. Oh yeah, right here. This this looks really good. As I said, it doesn't always have to have the hashtag to be on the show. Here you go. Rocky Tooney, Mowgli made me do it. Crisp waffle SSA at 0.2. Dark chocolate medicine flower 0.4. Donut crispy flavor art at 0.8. Ice cream vanilla SSA at 1. Super sweet from cap at 0.4. Taffy peanut butter wonder flavors at 1. And vanilla ice cream CSC that's I always had the same problem, CSC. I know this. Chef Super Concentrates. 1%. I might even have that flavor and I still forget. So, it's how often I use it. Sorry. It's one of those ones that you don't think about. It's not that it's a bad flavor, so I forget to have it. Crisp waffle. I mean, you seeing crisp waffle or either that or the crisp wafer in like almost all of the Kinder Bar recipes.
Yeah, I didn't have
Oh,
it.
look at that! Look at that! Look at that! Rocco's ice cream tacos. Okay, I prefer Rocky's version of this over the original. I don't know if anybody's looking at this. That looks absolutely delicious. That looks way better than the taco. Oh, apparently, according to Frank, they might be coming back. They're seeing tacos and Mowgli shooting the shit. Suggest picking up F.A. Donut Crispy, but never told me why. Then while watching the news, I heard Choco Taco, packaged ice cream taco-shaped cone, has been discontinued. Choco Taco's, unfortunately, demise caused an uproar amongst many of its famous fans, including myself. That's when a light bulb went off my head. I need a Choco Taco vape. Yeah, I know. That was instantly. We've been thinking this. Neon actually mentioned it. James Holden said, looks banging mate. It's another one for the mixing list. So I have a game. Oh, I didn't know that. I don't have a game changer. Just went to the best guess, common sense. I figured this would need 5 stays deep. I was going to wait full 7, but then bought some new hardware. Anyway, tried this morning. Never disappoint. Absolutely delicious. Okay. Let's see what I have. Gonna get have. Not sure about that. I'm gonna have to check. If I do have it, it's probably in the box that hasn't been labeled yet. So, yeah, it says I'm missing, but that would be the one. But it might be in a box. I know there's some in there, some flavors I don't have in. But oh, Rocky. But I have a feeling though, Rocky, the only problem I have with your recipe is it might be better than the actual Choco Taco.
If you have all the ingredients to make that, you're mixing it for me. You know that, right?
Hear that? It might be better than the original because I don't see anything that goes scream stale ice cream. And you need that stale ice cream note to be a proper Choco Taco. That's actually what Frank was talking about earlier, using vanilla swirls, the ice cream, because it's that low end, like creamy, bland ice cream note, which is kind of what's in a real one. But then you look at that picture that Rocky shared, and it's like, okay, now that I could eat a few of those. Okay, Rocky, now you made me hungry for a chocolate taco. I also got to realize I woke up late because I was up late because it was hot in here because it took forever for the AC to catch back up. And I didn't eat anything yet today, so now I'm 10 times as hungry as usual, and I blame Rocky. And then I have to blame Mowgli for doing it. Sold my truck last week, and they won't deliver until... Yeah, that... Choco tacos were horrible, but yet for some reason they were something you grab on a hot summer day and just felt cooler, even though they absolutely kind of had that. It reminds me of Dave talking about that when we did those flavors, went over the flavor of the quarter there, and ID10T actually talked about that frosting, that bottom shelf frosting. Everybody agreed it's bottom shelf frosting. They're like, yeah, but sometimes that's what you want. And like, why? This would be an example of that. You want that bottom shelf ice cream if you want it authentic. You can't... I mean, this looks like this is like a superior version. This is like, Rocky, you should open your own shop and make the real thing. Yeah, don't blame me. Mowgli made me do it.
We don't have Choco Tacos up here.
And they wouldn't be as... They're not that great. I mean, basically, what you're getting is like, think of an ice cream cone, just a chocolate and vanilla ice cream cone. Same thing. Difference is it's packaged differently. It's a little easier on the hands. It doesn't drip down your hands. You can eat it from the end. It's nice hand. It's a good hand feel to it. The The waffle cone stuff, the sugar cone part is stale, bland. Even if it's fresh, just came in, it still has that stale, bland taste to it. The ice cream's stale. The chocolate is just basically one of those hard chocolate like dip layers. That's it. There's nothing special to it, but yet it's something. It's a staple. They've been around forever. They're something quick and easy to grab. They're always have always been available, just like Little Debbie snacks at every like truck stop all over the country. So I see why there was complaints. This is a Brian Griffin situation. Brian Griffin doesn't really exist. They killed him off. Everybody went nuts. Chocolate tacos will go away. Everybody's going nuts. Hey Ken, good to see you. Exactly, Ben. Ken. Ben. Ken, you need a freezer burnt flavoring for chocolate tacos. There's the freshest version I've ever had. Like they come in off the truck, you get a chocolate taco, and I know that's the case because the day before they didn't have them in stock. It still had that freezer burnt flavor. I think it's just the way they're made. It's kind of like, you remember those, did you guys have them up there, where they froze the little beads of ice cream? What are those called again? And you could mix up the different ones. They always had them at like theme parks. But they had little bead things of ice cream. I forget what they're called.
No, doesn't sound familiar.
But those things there, they tasted freezer burnt as all can be. My daughter loved them. But you could mix them and match them. If you could buy the different ones, you can actually create your own flavors. And that's what a lot of the theme parks would do, is they dump in different amounts of each one to make like their flavors. Dipping dots, that's it. Yeah, those were absolutely gross and terrible. But my daughter loved them.
Never heard of them. You guys are the kings of junk food, so we're rank amateurs alongside you guys.
But keep following us. Good job, guys.
I know, we're doing a great job.
Yeah.
Get those diabetes rates up. Let's go.
Yeah. Exactly. There's nothing like nasty food.
No, but to be fair, sugar pie, that says it all. That's just pure sugar.
That's a Canadian thing, though.
Yeah.
And I've had sugar pie, and I loved it as a kid. I don't even think, even if I was able to eat it as an adult, I don't think I'd like it as much because I don't eat as much sugar. Yeah. Benny's show is in just a little bit. Is it almost 4 o'clock? We got a little bit of time before Benny goes live. But yeah. See you later, Tim B. That holy cannoli, though, that actually definitely looks like something I'm going to have to mix up, and Ben will definitely want to try that. Added it to my favorites so I don't forget it. The Mowgli made me do it. I mean, sorry, Rocky, but you missed the mark on this one. This is way too high quality. You got to down that quality and make it semi-gross in order to be authentic. But I would probably vape the crap out of this. I mean, I'm tempted to the point where just for her, just to be nice, is to sub out if I don't have that chef's vanilla ice cream. If I don't have it, I'm tempted to sub it.
Cottage cheese and Doritos. Oh.
I thought the same thing, but then I tried it. It's actually pretty good.
Really? Wow.
It's like, you ever have a walkaway taco?
Nope.
So they take the small bags of Doritos, cut it, they dump out some of the Doritos, and they make it other stuff with it or eat them, whatever they do. And then that's basically your shell. And then they put all the taco stuff on top of it, including your sour cream and everything on top of it. And then you just kind of stir it up, and you just take bites out of it.
Okay. Nope.
With a spoon. Not healthy. Tasty. Very tasty. The Cool Ranch version was the best. Yeah. No. Fitty. You're awesome. And Ken, again, while we're here, and they got them in chat again, by the way. Fitty's been pretty good about mentioning it as well, and thank you for that, Fitty. Being an advocate for Ken, TZ, and everybody working on ELR. It is a daunting task. Be patient, and everything's not going to be great all the time through it. It's not going to be a perfect situation, but you know what? 193,000 flavors and with 95% of them wrong isn't a great situation in the first place. So, do the best you can and try and fix it. It's a lot of work. Be patient, be nice, be kind. And then we'll just have to deal with the aftermath because it's going to be a little bit of a mess as you get down. The closer they get to actually having the right flavors, the worse that's going to be. But the better it's going to be too, because then you can get a mix and look at it and go, oh yeah, okay, that makes sense. I remember when I had this this mix and I didn't understand 6 of the flavorings in it I'd never heard of before because they didn't exist. Cottage cheese, cherry jello, whipped cream, and pitted cherries or pineapple. Mix it up. You got a light dessert.
That's up there with clotted cream.
Make sure you drop a few drops of clotted cream in there just to make the authentic effect. Okay, that's cherry jello. Okay, I know what you're talking about. Yeah, it's one of those weird fruit salad things. I can't remember if I like them or not. I think I always avoid them because they scared me. I've seen them. I just don't know if I've ever eaten one. Damn it, Mowgli. Now I'm gonna have to make a chocolate taco, and it's your fault. Gotta add this one to it. Because I gotta pick up Tickle Me Pink because, I mean, yeah. I mean, why wouldn't you? And that Cap Biscuit, that's all I'm missing. As soon as that comes in, I can make that cannoli be mine. Or holy cannoli be one. I'm really actually enjoying this mix from today. This, I can't remember what the name of it was. Because Mowgli made me do it is over top of where it used to be. It's the Hemingway Daiquiri. That's what it was.
Wait,
that's just it, Fiddy. We
so
do.
make a label?
What?
Are you mixing it so I can make a label?
The Hemingway Daiquiri? Or the chocolate taco?
The Choco Taco.
Well, I'd have to sub the vanilla ice cream. Unless it's in that box. But. And I feel like I gotta order a chef's anyway, so it makes more sense is to try it the proper way.
Okay, so I won't make a label. That's why I'm asking.
It's in the list of things I gotta make for you. Unfortunately, there's a list. And I have a long list of that. I think she's got a longer list for me to make stuff than I have. And Ken already mentioned that freezer burnt is required. Apparently, we need a freezer burnt flavoring. We'll have to get on Swaggy for that. You need to give us a freezer burnt flavoring to make authentic Choco Tacos. Actually, pretty much every ice cream treat at a fast food place. I mean, not fast food, but like a truck stop. They're almost all freezer burnt, aren't they? When's the last time you opened up from a truck stop one of those individually wrapped ice cream cones and had one that didn't taste freezer burnt?
That's for me. I never go to truck stops.
Oh, wait a minute. We got fruit salad mix here. Got another one. Never go to truck stops. Star Spangled. Oh, I remember this one, Rocky. So if anybody's looking for a fruit salad mix like that, looking for one. Apparently, Rocky Tooney has one. And it doesn't have milk and honey in it. Star Spangled Fruit Salad. Alpine Strawberry Flavora 0.14. Banana Flavora at 0.4. Blueberry VSO at 2.5. Candy Roll Flavora at 0.14. Pineapple Flavora at 0.5. Strawberry Sweet Jungle Flavors at 0.5. Super Sweet from Cap at 0.5. Watermelon Flavora at 2. Wild Melon Flavora at 0.14. I don't have the banana flavora. It's the only thing I'm missing there, I believe. That actually, I'm trying to. Anyone else looking at this trying to figure out how this is going to taste in your mouth? Um, that watermelon's not a super potent flavor, so it's just going to more water, juicy, make it juicier more than anything else. That wild melon will actually take over, even at that small percentage. Will have more flavor than the watermelon. Pineapple flavor has got a decent amount of flavor. That candy roll, a little bit. Blueberry VSO. At that percentage, you'll taste it, but it's not gonna be strong. And the two strawberries mixed together. Yeah, the only one I'm wondering about is that banana. How's that banana work in there, Rocky? Is that banana? Is it like a? I don't know what that banana tastes like. Now I got to get that. That is not on my list. It's not something I have, and that's add banana flavor to our list. Got to pick that up now just to try it. Okay, do you have it? Yep. Red, white, and blue fruit candy. A delicious fruit candy that... Okay.
What do I look like? Your maid?
Delicious fruit candy that tantalizes your tongue. You will taste red, white, and blue in this mix. I like this picture. And look. We got a trash panda in the house.
What are you
Fresh
doing
off the... Fresh off the presses, we have a. You can see the top of it. I see something there on your arm.
Oh, you're trying to see the tattoo?
Yes, I can't see it from this angle. I'm
I
trying.
don't have chat open yet. I figured I would see if it was towards the end of the show so I can crash in because grapefruits, who the fuck's doing
Yeah, I knew
grapefruit?
that. I felt bad about that too.
What's wrong with you, bro? Anyways, I'll pull chat up. Hold on. And I'll show you.
And I know that citrus is not your thing. I know, but Tuesday will be your thing.
No.
Considering the flavor that's dropping on Tuesday was completely. Yes.
Banana flavor and tickle me pink from Chef's.
Yes. Oh, banana flavor I can pick up elsewhere. It was vanilla ice cream was the other chef's one. And she's busy at the moment, but have you met Lumi before? Is this
Face to
first time
face,
being
no.
on with?
You're busy at the moment. Okay, you want to see it?
Yes.
I saw her Instagram post of the tattoo. It looks good.
Yeah, I saw the picture.
Yeah, looks good.
Wow. Oh, wow. He really reached around. I didn't think he got that far over. I didn't realize that.
What's the significance of the tattoo?
Depression.
That'll do it.
I like how he tied it into the bird.
That was the original plan. I just sent him a folder full of like things that I liked and was like, put your own twist on it. Do whatever you want. The hand, oh.
Me neither, Rocky. Me neither.
It's better
I
to
just
go
said that in the
into a
chat.
tattoo artist with like just an idea and let them have fun with it because they're the artist at the end of the day. They spend 20 years fucking honing in their craft. They know where to put shit.
Well, not all artists really do a good job at staging and making it blend so well. That looks like one tattoo, and
Yeah,
that
do
was
your
really well done.
research on your tattoo artist. Like I have to
It's
wait a
yes.
little bit, but the reason why I have to wait for it,
It's because it goes together. It matches. That's actually a proper sleeve. It's coming together. It's not a bunch of mix match pieces that are somehow going to be blended maybe later.
yeah, like I went into this talking with my artist as like the whole arm is going to be this. I sent him a folder with like 30 different pictures in there, so who knows what the next stage will be. It might be coffins. It might be the death moth.
The death moth? No, that'd be cool.
Who knows? Just I let him choose. He's the artist.
Ava.
Is that a tat of 100 on because people like to call well, mine has mine's somewhere along those type of lines, Mallory. It has a sadistic meaning. Yes.
Mine's a war memorial.
Oh, good. It's finally melted enough to the point I can open it. I won't wear it.
I ordered.
She froze the
some
water for me.
I'm excited. I
So
want my Subway.
Lumi, have you mixed anything recently that you really love? Like anything new that you fell in love with? Because I'd like to see something like, I know you did. You came up with something that finally relieved you of your Bayless like addiction, but is that still it? Or is this new?
No.
No. Okay.
I'm
It's
just
still good to
chilling.
see you.
I'm just
Still-
chilling.
And I kind of like this one for today. It's actually really good. It's kind of funny because I think it's the maraschino cherry that's pulling it together. I don't think it'd be half as good without it. Hopefully, I did Larry proud with this one. Because when I make a mixed drink, it's like, will Larry think this is okay? That's the first thing that goes through my head.
Do it for a birthday stream.
Speaking of birthdays, tomorrow's the official day, but
You guys fucking threw me off. Like, I have his birthday written on my wall, but when I saw you saying that and then I saw the post saying Saturday, I was like, that doesn't seem right. I swear it's on the 8th.
You're right, it is. But he's having his birthday party on Saturday.
But I
'cause
went
it fell
all
on
out.
Monday.
I fucking messaged him between midnight Eastern time and midnight Central time, so it was like kind of
At that
close.
cusp.
Went all out, planned the perfect timing. Wasn't even his birthday.
Nope, you gotta do it again tonight. You have to stay up again tonight and do it.
It's a work night.
Yeah.
I'm not staying up that late. I'm enjoying my sleep.
So when's your next appointment? I'm sure you made one when we left.
I wanted to, but I might need biopsies and whatnot, so I'm waiting. Just want to see
Let's
what
hope that all
happens
goes
with
well.
that. And
Let's
then
hope.
I'll schedule the next one.
I definitely hope all goes well.
Update 2. Last night talked to Matt Sinister's fiance for quite a while last night. Still dealing with everything going on and being gone, but seems like everybody's on the right track. So continue to do that. Send well wishes that direction if you have contact with her. It's not something you get over quickly, especially with someone who became such a big part of you and your children's lives. The GoFundMe is still active. I believe it should have. Nightbot should have thrown it out there once or twice for his family. But yeah, it was a good talk last night. Reminiscing made me kind of sad, a little bit at times because. All right, I'll mention it now. The same thing that hit me the hardest last night was the plan. I took the summer off because I'm still recovering from the heart thing. Before I really get back into mental health again, do the mental health shows. I wanted to be recovered so that I didn't, because this is a little bit more like you can have fun with mixing, whereas I take that a little more seriously on a different note. And that was how I was going to kick off this fall when I started back up on the mental health streams. It was going to be Matt and I kicking it off and an update on how he was doing with his health journey, which obviously isn't going to happen. We talked about it, and he was like game whenever it was time to come on. So it's just one of those things, you know. I mean, I wasn't close to Rye like Lumi was, and the others. I didn't know him. I knew who he was. I didn't get close to him like you guys did. And between Trucker and this, I'm really starting to feel that when we lose people, it hurts. And just don't forget them. Think of the positive memories and all the positive things times you had, and what they meant to the community and to you. So she got a kick out of the recipes and stuff that I made for him. The blowing mud one back from there, from the grasshopper one, and then the most recent, the Powerbomb the World. Hashtag Powerbomb the World. I mentioned Mallory's as well, because Mallory made a Powerbomb the World. And she really appreciated the fact that so many people actually cared enough to remember him and honor him in that way. So thank you to anyone who's done that or has been a part of this. There's Swaggy. How you doing, Swaggy? We have a Wild Lumi here with an awesome new arm tattoo. Looks amazing, Lumi. Lumi looks tired today.
This is my new thing. The weekends, I just sleep in, wake up really late, and then clean the house and chill. Listen to music, really loud music.
Thanks, Ian. Thank you very much.
I had to turn it down to come in here. It was kind of sad.
What happened to my heart? I had 80 millimeters of stent put in this summer in my Widowmaker, my LAD. They couldn't find anything wrong for a year. I'd been dealing with this, fighting with them for a year, and they finally went in and, oops, it was really bad. You shouldn't be alive. They fixed it and put it back together, and now I'm dealing with a longer recovery because my heart was starved for a long time, so I can't push it. This is why I do have a little bit of like that survivor's remorse when it comes to Matt. He was fighting to get his health back, was getting healthier, getting better. Here I went through something I shouldn't have survived, and he's the one that his heart failed on him. I don't want to be gone by any means, but at the same time I feel kind of bad that, he shouldn't have went either. Hippie Vapes, good to see you. Kerplop. Sorry, didn't mean to take a downturn there. It's just the last night was an emotional night. Made it so I didn't sleep the greatest. You start reminiscing in your thoughts in your head, and you start thinking about what should have been, what could have been, and yeah, it's hard. And one of the things that we were talking about is mixing things for Matt. I was going to get some of these out to him. This whole the Powerbomb of the World thing, it wasn't the exact recipe that came out after. But we had already been talking about trying to make a different version, something a little different than his Rocket Blast, which was his daily. Yeah, drop and give me 10. I would, but I have no room to do so right now, but I will do 10 push-ups after the show. It's not a bad thing. That's something awesome. He did inspire the community and people to exercise and get their health back. And don't let that stop just because it didn't end well for him in the end. But that wasn't because of what he did. It was because maybe he started his journey a little bit too late. Or maybe the hereditary things just kicked in. As we know in this community that even if you switch to vaping, it's not a guarantee that things from previous damage from before isn't going to jump back and bite you in the ass, unfortunately.
No.
I'll go make one check.
Yep.
The reason we quit is
Love you,
to
Lomi.
have
Love you,
a better quality of life should that day come. Between the time you quit to the time if it ever happens, you have a much better quality of life.
That's the other thing. You got to remember that. Trucker was really fast when that happened, but you know what? He had years where he could breathe, he could taste, he could
That's
enjoy
right.
his life. It's everything you get out of it, and sometimes it's too late. Sometimes it's not. And I didn't mean to. I feel kind of bad because I went down a depressing lane with Lumi here, but it's just that's what I was feeling today. Trying not to go down that road too much, but try to think of the positive in it. He brought out positives. Keep exercising. Keep yourself in shape, or work to get back into shape again. It doesn't have to mean that you're going to have to be a bodybuilder or sculpting your body, becoming a marathon runner. Yeah, that's not the necessity. But the necessity is keep yourself in the best shape you can to try and prolong your life and make your life better for you and others around you. It's something that he promoted and would continue to want everyone to promote. That was talked about for a while last night. So, yeah, it's always a positive thing. And there it is. The GoFundMe is right there for him and his family. Well, his family. And for, he had left bills and stuff behind that had to be paid and taken care of. But that said, we are going to be calling this soon anyway because Benny's going to be on in less than an hour. Benny Vapes is going to be on for his Sunday show. So let's go over there and enjoy some of him. I will drop the, I know Nightbot drops it, but I'm also going to drop the schedule for the mixing shows. The only one's not on there is I still got to put Wayne's Monday on there, but Wayne has been kind of busy lately, and I haven't got a chance to nail down what he would like said on that. His description. I want his description of what his show is going to be. And of course, it doesn't want to let me. Oh, it's being fun. There we go. Like I said, if power goes off while your computer is on and while you're setting everything up, it will screw up when it next boots up. I promise you. 9 chances out of 10. Yeah, it is, and it's better for everyone to do that. Don't hold it all in. Talk, interact with everybody. I have been reaching out to those in the community that were closest to them that really are not. It's never going to be all right. You got to accept that sometimes things aren't all right ever again, but we do the best we can to keep ourselves okay. Most of the community is doing better with the acceptance. But it's still going to be, it's one of those things like, you see, if you watch Golf Tea Vapes on Wednesdays or any show that Meter's on, you're going to see Golf Tea and Meter talk about Rye, and they're always going to shout him out because they miss him. And that's something that's going to happen here. It's going to be times I mention Matt probably a year from now because he was a big part of my life. We talked on a constant basis on a regular. And get down and talk about personal things. I found out last night that I possibly was the only person other than whoever else was directly involved that knew some of the little things he did for the kids. Because mom didn't know because she wasn't supposed to know until now that she knows because their kids talked about it. And I didn't realize that until last night. And that kind of hit me kind of hard. So... yeah, Bomb Pops, the little ones, are only 10 carbs. I can actually have one once in a while. So there, thank you, Matt. You created a treat that I can have during the summertime that's not horribly in carbs. That I didn't realize it and I wouldn't have had this not happen. So, that said, be positive, keep up there, and don't forget to do your advocacy stuff. Be as proactive as possible. Reach out to those representatives. If you're a member of CASA, it should tell you, at least in the U.S., I'm not sure how well it works in Canada, but tell your local representatives and your state representatives and even your federal representatives. Email them your story or the reason that vaping matters so much to you, even if you don't vape. Let them know what kind of health benefits, the fact that it can change your life, it can make a better life for you in the future. Your quality of life is improved. You can taste, you can move better, you can breathe better. All these things, let them know this when things aren't on a line, when there's not a bill on a line. So if they get enough of these and they start reading them when they have the time and they're not crunched and pushed to try and sign a bill, they're more apt to take the time to think, should I sign this bill? And maybe they won't sign a bill that'll actually create further issues for us. That's the most proactive thing we can really do considering the situation. Reciting a bunch of research and documentation means nothing to them. I've talked to them face to face. It's because they don't have the time to go through that for each and every little bill, especially if it isn't something that matters to them. Let's be honest, they make money off cigarette revenue, and they really don't care to learn that much about it. It's just too much work. So they'll just pass a bill just to appease. They think they're appeasing the masses, which majority do not vape. Therefore, they're appeasing the masses. Hey, Andrew, it's good to see you. Sorry you caught us at the end, but it's good to see you anyway. Anything you'd like to add to that? Because you have the Canadian perspective. I don't know exactly. I know there's some changes going on up there.
They don't listen.
Advocacy part.
They don't listen. Honestly, they don't. They're more interested in tobacco revenue than anything else. And their own studies have explicitly said that we know vapors are going to go back to smoking. They don't care. Yeah, which makes no sense because we have socialized medicine. It's in the best interest of the government and the people to have healthier people. However, it's this weird thing up here that all your laws eventually cross the border. You know, the tendencies and trends in the United States cross the border, and so we're living with this anti-vaping stance here, and it sucks, and it makes no sense because I mean, how can you be anti-vaping and pro-smoking? And we won't even get into the alcohol and the cannabis, you know. So it's frustrating, very frustrating.
It is. Good to see you, Cherokee. I can't do it as well, but Cherokee, terrible. But no, it's unfortunate. We still have to try.
It's Cherokee.
There, she did it better. We still got to try. We still got to try and reach out. Doesn't mean it's gonna work, but if you get enough people sending their stories, it's harder to ignore that than it is like one person randomly, or when it's crunch time. Oh, I got a bunch of things. Well, these are all spam because so they'll instantly think it's all spam. Something's on a line. People are spamming me. But if you're doing it on a regular basis, and they might even respond to you, and if you respond back, you know, eventually there's a repertoire there that'll create a thinking process that they'll have to at least acknowledge, which is still better than we averagely get. Doesn't mean they okay. I shouldn't say have to. We hope they acknowledge.
I sent hundreds of emails and DMs to them. Never once did I get an acknowledgement. And when I spoke to the local member of parliament here, federal, you know, she just lied to my face. So I know Janine Timmons is going to have a stream with Health and Welfare Canada, but it's just you know, it's not going to lead to anything. I think it's just all lip service. That's my personal opinion, and God bless her for trying. I'm behind her 100%. But as I told her in a text message, that I don't know what I would say to them, and it might not be a good thing. So I don't want to be involved, because the moment you deviate from a civil discussion, it's all over.
Yeah, so that's the hardest part about going to hearings and talking.
Yeah.
It's keeping that calm demeanor. Remember, once you start yelling or start cursing or attacking them,
it's over.
They're not listening anymore. They shut off. In fact, it actually backtracks. Everything anyone else said that was actually a positive thing.
That's right.
Just pushes back, and they don't care. It's
exactly.
Their memory.
Hence why I don't want to get involved, because I don't trust the government as far as I can throw them. And for a good reason. This is not just some wacko conspiracy thing. I mean, I've just seen my government treat people like second-class citizens for stuff as trivial as language. So how can you trust a government that does stuff like that, that can take away civil rights from a portion of the society. You know, it's disgusting. Anyways, that's for another show.
Yeah,
Let's
that's
keep
right.
it. Let's keep it light.
Let's keep it light. Yeah, you know, for any freedom or, you know, liberty that you care about, don't be afraid to stand up for it, though. Just try to do it as outwardly calm as you can out there, but don't be afraid to talk in groups and let your venting out there. That's where you let out all the crap and stuff, and talk to people that are like-minded that'll accept it, and you can kind of fizzle it out there and let it go. Because once you, if you do get the chance to talk or you do send something, you stereotype another angry vapor, and that's not an easy thing to do. I had to bite my tongue a lot of times, and I will tell you, there were some times when I came home and 2-hour trip to go to a hearing, maybe 3, go to a hearing, come back, still fuming when I got home because of what happened there, and the fact I couldn't say certain things because I just couldn't. Banana bread, cough, cough. All right. So yeah, everyone, that's another thing. Banana bread. Yum. But no, there's some flavors out there. But we're going to do a chocolate taco thing. And we're going to bring up that that recipe is going to come up again. That Mowgli made me do it recipe and a couple others. Because within the next month, start thinking chocolate taco. Start building your recipes. You don't have to make it public yet. But when it comes time, we're going to go do a chocolate taco recipe thing. And here's the thing. We don't have to test against a real thing. Because this doesn't matter if it's as good as a real thing. I'm hoping they're way better because I'm pretty sure that one there looked way superior than the original. Yeah, thank you, Ian. Love you all. You really are family to me. I really do care about you. And if you are having issues dealing with some of these things going on, you know, reach out. Break the Stigma of the Unity Discord's there for a reason. It may seem quiet from time to time in there, but if someone pipes up with something going on, the responses are quick. A lot of times it isn't dealt with openly because sometimes you don't, when you're going through stuff you don't want to. But you mention it there and then someone will talk to you and then you'll get into a conversation. It's a great thing to do. Yeah, I have that Kripalop TFA banana bread. But she ate actual banana bread with blueberries in it. And I just went and picked some blackberries outside just before the stream. So, thank you guys. Like I said, it'll be sodas and creams on Tuesday. I'm going to put up the stream right after I get out of this one. It doesn't have to be sodas and creams. It can be different sodas that you like or different sodas you want to play with. It can be different creams you want to play with. I know we did creams, and if you want to combine them, because it is going to be the day that Swaggy's Cream Soda is released, and we do try to theme Tuesdays somewhat around what Swaggy's releasing, because this is a continuation of the Tuesday takeover show. So on Tuesdays, not this one, the Tuesday one is. But thank you guys. Yeah, it's just flavor some heavy cream of VSO blue. Oh yeah. See right there, Kripalop, that'd be good. Or if you want to go a little more jammy, there's also this Flavor West and Swaggy's combo works really well. Yeah. All right. Love you guys. Take care. And
thank you all.
We're going to listen to some more Adam on the way out. Let me switch this up and let's see. We got to pick a song on the way out before we go. What do we want? Something by the birthday boy himself. I'm kind of, because what did we listen to on the way in? I know I set it up the other day. We listened to Pearl Jam on the way in. We will listen to, if we get Pearl Jam on the way in, we need something similar-ish on the way out. Now, you know what? We are going to do a shorter song on the way out, but because we did talk about Matt, we're going to do the theme from DuckTales, because there's this whole, joke, DuckTales, and it's not my joke, my situation, but after that, DuckTales used to be brought up a lot by Matt. So because of that reason, because of a situation that happened, it was like a running joke. So for me, that actually means a lot. You guys have a great night. Enjoy it. Yeah, he does a lot of Adam does a lot of theme songs and stuff for different shows. His Teenage Mutant Ninja Turtles. In fact, when the DuckTales one's over, I'll probably play the Teenage Mutant Ninja Turtles so you guys get a little bit more, because that's actually one of my favorites. You guys have a great night. I will talk to you all soon. I'll see you on Tuesday, if not sooner. Tomorrow night, Noted DX. It's recipe week, so you will see some of the recipes you guys have made in the show tomorrow. I'm 100% positive because I'm one mixed them. So, all right. See you guys later. Love you all.
Evening, all.
Bye.
Life is like a hurricane here in Duckburg. The race cars, lasers, aeroplanes.